Welcome to Financial Alchemy. Welcome everyone to very first episode of Financial Alchemy, the podcast where we take finance, tech, AI and career dilemmas and turn them into golden opportunities. I'm your host Disha Nandbani, and today we are not just talking about artificial intelligence in management, we are making history. Financial Alchemy is now live and coming to you straight from our finance club. And we have the perfect guest to kick off our journey. Meet the wizard of data science. Our guest today is Mr. Sandeep Khuperkar, CEO of Data Science Wizards. With 25 plus years of industry experience, he has led AI innovations, championed open source tech and cloud computing, and served as CTO for top firms. Simply put, if you want to understand how AI is transforming businesses and careers, this is the guy to listen to. So, welcome to Financial Alchemy. It's an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you, Disha. Thank you. Pleasure having me.
Thank you, sir. AI is here. Are we ready? AI isn't coming, it's already here. We see it writing emails, predicting the stock markets, and even deciding who gets hired. Heading on to the first question, what's the biggest AI disruption happening in management today that students must wake up to?
Okay, so before I get to respond to your question, let's set some context to this. When we talk about AI, so the way you can look up to AI is like those are technology tools, and the science what you apply on data is data science. So as a data scientist, you apply that science on data, and by applying that science to dig further into the inferences to pull out from the data you need to use, that is AI. So we need to understand that when we talk about AI, it's not something miracle. It's not that if I had to say like entire manufacturing company would suddenly start manufacturing cars. No, it's not going to happen that way. But the things would change in terms of efficiency of their operation processes, their business processes, the way their customers will consume their services. So AI is not a fad or glamour. It's something which is very much required because whatever we are touching today is data. We are generating a lot of data. And if we have to cater to something better to our customers, to the enterprise segment, and touch human life for betterment, it's very important that we understand what we are doing, and through that we provide the services properly. Coming to the disruption and management students, so I would say that disruption is happening at every stage. It's not something in a specific stage in our personal life. You are using ChatGPT. You see a lot of things. You think something, it responds you something. You feel that you don't know how it they know. So a lot of disruptions in your psychological mind is also happening. Second disruption is happening in terms of, as I said, AI is not only looked upon as supporting your decisions. Now it is actually taking decisions in real time. If I have to give an example, like price optimizations are happening live in real time. Sales forecasting is happening real time based on the data. It is changing your entire sales and business plan. So a lot of things are happening real time. So it's getting into a mode of taking decisions. But what would remain as a business student for you guys is to understand the context of that AI. You will be the people who will actually take that decisions and monitor those decisions, and you will figure out whether this has to be applied or not. So humanity and human intelligence is not going anywhere. It's very much there. What AI is bringing up is augmentation to the human intelligence. It will amplify your intelligence. So take that way that your management skills has to be there, whether it is HR, whether it is business strategy, whether it is finance, whether it is sales, whatever it is, and you need to integrate AI capabilities into that. I think very long answer, but I just wanted to give context that AI is nothing magic miracle. It is something how you use it, how you put it in a context, how you leverage it, that's how much beneficial it is.
And also, I believe that we just should not be phobic about using AI. Or since AI is here, at times we think that it's gonna be taking up our jobs and all of that. So it is like a tool which is like should be our best friend rather than be thinking it as a tool that would disrupt or cause disruption.
Exactly, and to this point, if we are building up the conversation, I would like to put this also in a context. Every 15 years, new things has come.
Absolutely.
So when computer came, typewriters and the typists, they thought that their jobs will be gone. But it never happened that way. It gets reoriented. So things will come till the time you are able to integrate that and ramp up to that. It's a question is not about whether AI will take my job or not here. The question is whether I am going to get enabled with AI. If you are ready for that, you will become, I would say, AI strategy manager, AI enabled strategy manager, AI enabled probably finance executive. So you have to bring that combination of what is happening today and the new tools and technologies into the domain. So technology and domain has to come together. So jobs are not going to get oriented. They are going to be reoriented and new jobs are going to get created. And very important thing is that learning here should be like, it's not AI who is going to take jobs, but those are the managers or the executives or professionals who will understand AI and integrate AI would be probably
Right. So actually, you answered my second question. So it is like AI will take jobs or will it? Let's settle this debate. Is AI stealing jobs or is it actually creating new ones? And if AI is shaping the job market, what roles should students start preparing for today?
Oh, okay. First thing, whether AI or any other technology, blockchain or whatever technology, technologies will come and go. Point here is that for students, I would like to say that don't look up to preparing for a job fundamentally. So I'm taking a step back, and if you allow me to do this conversation, that don't look up to getting prepared for a job, because job and the context of the job will keep changing. How much you prepare? You can't keep preparing whole life, because with AI space, every day context is changing. You can prepare for such jobs. What you need to prepare for is to understand the domain you are studying. That is very important. If you are finance, if you are doing MBA finance, MBA HR, or whatever stream you are into, you need to understand that domain, and you have to figure out that how I can integrate AI capability into that. So my suggestion would be for students is that you need to be AI literate, but you need to be your domain expert. So always remember, guys, there is a T kind of shape. You need to have a depth in one, and then you have to spread. If you don't have depth in anything, you will fall down. So you need to have depth in one. So whatever you are doing, create depth, whatever it is. It may be what you are doing in academics, or it may completely 180-degree change after academics, because that's what happens. But create depth and then create the breadth. So to students, be AI literate and get literate in a way that how you can use those technologies and tools in your life.
And also the knowledge is not supposed to be superficial. I mean, you have knowledge of everything is equally important. Right?
Fundamentals are important.
Fundamentals.
I have seen in last 30 years, fundamentals have not changed. So, sorry. So like if we talk about networking,
Yes.
TCP/IP fundamentals have not changed.
Absolutely.
If we talk about databases, the database fundamentals have not changed. Like RDBMS will remain RDBMS, NoSQL will remain NoSQL, key value pair will remain key value pair. So fundamentals will be always there. The enhancement in technologies and new technologies may come, but there is a fundamental enterprise level architecture the way things work. So understand fundamental and enhance with technology, enhance with innovation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I hope I was able to.
Yes, absolutely. No code, no problem. A lot of management students think AI is only for engineers. But is that really true? How can students from marketing, HR, finance, or strategy leverage AI without becoming coders?
Okay. Yeah, I think so. This is not just about AI, but every time any technology comes, this is a kind of feeling that it's led by a technologist. However, it's true. But if that technology application is not in the business segment, there are so many technologies that. So let me also share with you, there are two ways things are happening. One is continuously innovations which are happening in technology field. And these innovations are somewhere related to where the entire enterprise landscape is building. So they are not happening in isolation. It's not that four innovators come together and innovate something. They know what is going on in the context of today's world. And based on that, innovation happens. Now, coming to your question, many think that it is more for coder, it is more for data scientists, it is more for technologists. Yes, innovation may be from technology perspective, but this innovation relating to the domain comes from business. Let's take an example. If you are a telecom company and if you want to figure out the analytics for churn, why churn is happening, predictive analytics and sentiment analytics, you will be able to get very detailed analytics which you used to get from business intelligence now with AI in a predictive way. But understanding that sentiments and arresting that churn probably is something for a business person to be taking insight to that decision. It's like AI can tell you what is hurting, but as a human and business person, you will be able to understand what is the pain. It will not understand the pain. It will not understand the empathy. Till the time I don't know when AGI comes, but till that time, at least there will be this element. So for business people, it is very important to see that how you leverage AI. Also, one analogy, without getting into technology, I would like to quote here is that you being best driver or a mediocre driver is dependent on whether you have built the car or not. No. Right? It doesn't depend on that. So, best driver has not built the best car. They might have never touched the engine also.
It's the skills.
It's the skills to how to leverage or drive that. So think for AI also in that perspective. This is the technology and tools. If you are able to leverage it, you will become the best. You don't have to be coder.
Absolutely.
And the person who has built the car may not be the best driver. May not be the best driver. I may have built an innovative platform. I may not be the best sales guy. I may not be. So all are complementary each other. So I think with this analogy, you guys can, as a student, think that you don't have to be coder. You need to understand it and leverage it.
Very well answered. Thank you, sir. AI hype versus reality check. So now we're heading on to a fun part wherein we'll be playing a game. I throw an AI trend on you and you have to tell me whether it's overhyped or underrated. Heading on to the first trend, AI generated business strategies. Overhyped or underrated?
It's so right. Because, yeah, you want clarification or?
You can give a clarification.
Okay, it's all right because you have to give a context of that business strategy. So AI by itself cannot generate a strategy. It can generate a general strategy.
Absolutely. The next one is AI replacing consultants and analysts. Overhyped or underrated?
No, it can't replace unless and until the consultant are not integrating AI capabilities into them. So it will not replace consultants.
Right. AI in hiring and HR decision making.
AI in hiring and decision making, the context, it can scan your multiple enormous resumes, it can show you the fitment, but it can go to an extent and talk to the candidates. Okay, through voice box, it can do that, but it will not able to take that, it will not have that intuition at this point of time whether I have to hire this particular person. So there it's overhyped actually. You need to do that.
Right. AI powered CEOs.
So when you say overhyped and underrated, overhyped means something which is hyped.
Yes, we just hype that, it will take up that position, and it's like.
So I'm
yes,
in context.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, please, next what you asked?
AI powered CEOs.
AI powered CEOs. Can you little bit elaborate whether it's overhyped?
Like CEOs, like we will be giving it that authority that it will be AI generated CEOs only, and there will be no human figure or present there, or something like that. Maybe after years when AI is in that own zone where it's just computerized CEOs, and we have to let it go and give our things to the AI generated CEOs.
No, so it's not that way, because it's not just about business, it's about people in the organization. And also, if you want to use AI, it has to be in the context of that organization. As I mentioned, just using AI is not going to change tire manufacturing company into car manufacturing company. It will still remain a tire manufacturing company in a very enhanced way now. They will be able to identify the right raw material, they will be able to do the composition of raw material in a beautiful way, they will be able to apply permutation combination what a human brain cannot do as a statistical analysis, right? That all thing will happen. So they will create better and better tire product. Okay, so same way, it has to be AI enabled. Okay, it cannot be AI.
Okay. The AI CEO, what's the need? Speaking of AI leadership, do you think future CEOs and managers will need to be AI experts, or will leadership still be about intuition, experience, and confidence?
Okay. So there has to be a little bit, balance in this. Sorry. It's not just AI expert, but the CEOs or top leadership need to be like AI enabled leaders. So they just can't go with intuition. They also need to be backing up their intuition with the data, which was happening earlier also, but it was so much. Today, AI gives you a lot of predictive things, a lot of different insights and different perspectives. So the leadership team has to bring a mindset of avengers. They have to have an infinite mindset to have an inclusive decision, and AI is one of that. So I would say that it's not only AI expert CEO or AI expert leadership, but I would say that as these technologies are going to impact in your everyday life coming forward, it has to be more of how you can reach this. So be an AI enabled leader, I would say that. So you have to be AI literate anyways. You have to be AI literate. You need to understand what technologies changes are happening. So that you need to be. But you will code
That makes your life easy. I mean, when we talk about WhatsApp coming a picture back in 2009, that was the time in WhatsApp. So that time it was like, initially people were like, oh my god, WhatsApp. But now that it is a part of everyday thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot imagine a life without WhatsApp. So I guess same will be the case with AI in future.
Yeah.
So in many ways you have to be best friends with AI if you want to be there. AI fluency. What does that mean? AI fluency. What does that mean? Every manager will need AI fluency, but what does that actually mean? What's the minimum level of AI knowledge that every manager, even non-tech one, should have to stay competitive in the job market?
I think I have given quite a bit good context with this for this. But one analogy I would like to give here is that if you are driving a high-tech car which has reverse parking, sensors, multiple cameras, 360-degree cameras, and if you are not able to leverage those capabilities of car, and if you are not that expert driver also, how do you think you will park your car between two cars? So if you have to be augmenting your skills, even being a mediocre driver, but still getting the work done of parking between two cars, you will have to use those capabilities of your car, maybe Mercedes or whatever car you might be having, or high-tech car. Same way, even if you are good in your business strategies, your management skills, your financial skills in your domain, but if you are not able to use AI technologies, I'm not saying you have to create technology, but whatever it is there, if you are not able to use it in an appropriate way, probably you will be left behind. Because there would be someone who would be very mediocre and enhancing or amplifying their skills with this technology. So I would suggest that you have to be AI literate. You have to be any new technology literate, not only AI, and amplify your skills with that. That is what I would say.
Thank you, sir. Heading on to the next question. Ethical AI, a leadership test for the future. AI is powerful, but it can also be biased and lead to bad decisions. How can future managers ensure they use AI ethically and responsibly in business?
Okay. So if you give a knife in monkey's hand, it could be destructive.
Absolutely.
But if you give a knife in chef's hand, he will use it as a consumer. So not only AI, any tools and technologies, it really depends who is using them. So we hear about a lot of biases which comes in, but those are because of the way data is built. So I think so the future leaders, they will have to be cognizant of the fact that how they are using these sensitive high-tech technologies, and they have to continuously keep reviewing the outcomes of that. So if they feel that there are some biases which are coming, they have to definitely look at the data landscape. So accordingly, I think so it's about, one is about in technology, explainability part should be there. That any inference which is coming, how it is coming. Second thing is that you should be able to see whatever is happening in the AI. It should not be black box. But all these things the leader has to see. So I would say that it's up to the leader how ethically they build this entire practices, keeping in the mind the guidelines which has been provided for technology. I think it's a combination collaborative work. So you leader has to collaborate with AI rather than opposing AI.
Very good. So that goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand.
Absolutely. Heading on to India's AI boom. Where do Indian management students fit in with AI leading in fintech, AI-driven startups, and digital transformation? What are the hottest AI-driven career opportunities in India that BBA graduates should explore?
Oh, abundance. I would say that never before in the history, we all are in very good times. And normally what happens psychologically when you are in good times, you feel challenged. It's same like, if you are in a comfort zone of your home, luxury or whatever good things, you'll always feel challenged. When you don't have comfort around you, you will strive to achieve that, so that challenge becomes your journey. So coming to the point, never before in the history we all are in a very good times, very potential times. And India specifically, I would say in my personal opinion, because this is the country where the average age would be 33, and this is the young mind power. So I think so beautiful time, and in both perspective, from domain, business, strategy, sales, HR, MBA students, second technologists, engineers. So I think in both the segment, development is absolutely happening in India. What I would suggest here is that while we are consuming so many things, which is good, like in open source days also until today, and I am part of open source community for so long, we have to contribute into that. So more than AI consumer, we have to start seeing as an AI builder. And when you have to start seeing more of AI builder, we have to bring out more product companies from India. And when you have to build a product, it's not only technologists, it's the students, the professionals who come from business background. They both have to collaborate and we have to start building a product which will be relevant for the industry. So for India, I would say phenomenal potential for both engineers and the business side. So whatever you can think of is your career opportunity. You have to just put the right lenses. Don't just go behind some designation.
Time for one segment again. The Bollywood AI movement. Time for one segment again. The Bollywood AI movement. If AI were a Bollywood character, which one would it be and why? And if you had to recommend one OTT series or movie that best depicts the AI revolution, what would it be?
Okay, so one of the movie, I'm not sure, it's a little bit old. In that, it's a very beautiful, the way they have portrayed, beautiful integration of AI capabilities or probably robotic capabilities, augmenting the emotional part of it. So I think so, it's a good side of technology which actually augments human and enhances the human emotional and love capability. So that is something, and there are a lot of movies, there are a lot of series. One was Better Than Us, in which also, the way integration of robotic capabilities was there. So there are a lot of movies, but I'm not sure if I remember something on the spot right now. So yeah, character, I'm not sure, but in Indian context, Rajnikant movie Robot was wonderful movie, thought that point of time and constructive. Like with this superpower, robotic capability thought in those ages and bringing it to helping human. I think that's a very constructive way of showcasing new technology, how it can touch human life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Moving on to the last segment, that is the 0-second pitch to management students. If you had 30 seconds to convince every management student listening to embrace AI in their careers, what would you say?
I would say it's not a trend and glamour. It's going to stay here. So it's your choice. Either you get enabled by AI